Siemanko moi drodzy, z tej strony Bordziaty. Witajcie w kolejnym materiale z serii Przysiądźmy do Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Moi drodzy, w poprzednim odcinku robiliśmy małe psikusy. Jeszcze jeden psikus został nam do zrobienia. Ale zanim zrobimy tego psikusa, wziąłem od kowala misję, że poszukuje dwóch swoich byłych pomocników, którzy pojechali z towarem i gdzieś zniknęli. I wiem, że przez tą misję będę mógł mieć konia, dlatego chcę zrobić tą misję. O!
So I says to him, "No, father, I haven't been fornicating. I've just been loving my neighbour."
Hey! You right there, laddie?
Oh, you should have seen him. He went as red as a cardinal's hat. Aye. Hey, servant, bring some wine.
Me? I'm not a servant.
Oh, I know. Old Samin is saving supplies for the wedding later. But you didn't need to bother your wee head about that.
Look, I'm not from here.
Oh. I didn't give a fuck where you're from.
O, chyba się będziemy bić.
What language do you know?
Well, Yurko, seems to me this fella doesn't know how to behave toward his betters.
The old man's hired hands are lacking in manners. We'll soon fix that.
Zaczynajmy zabawę.
You're in for an ass kicking, you piece of shit.
Why did you do that? Go for him, Yurko.
Facing him!
Christ, you cheeky
Dobra, trochę staminy. No i dostał bęcki. A co to, ja dostaję bęcki? Nie, on dostaje bęcki, dobrze.
Oh, you wee bastard!
What in the devil's name is fucking going on here?
What do you think's going on, Grandad? I'm teaching your people here how we do things.
Grandad?
Why, Grandad? An old captain like you probably still remember the flood.
True enough, Yurko. I am old. And I remember all sorts of things. Like you. When you were a little nipper running around here bare arse, with a ribbon in your hair, screaming out how you was Princess Sophie.
O,
Lad, adding a moment's peace from his big sisters.
What about that line?
Who in God's name are you?
Henry. The Takeoff blacksmith sent me. Radovan.
Blacksmith, eh? Then you'll have some explaining to do. Come along and never mind that fool Yurko. Young Samin's getting married, so we has to put up with his kin from Moravia.
a już myślałem, że to będą ci goście od kowala.
And I must tell Vashek to get 3 pigs ready for slaughter. And the carters will have to be sent to Yechin to get at least a peck of poppy seed for cakes. And gingerbread spices. Oh, and wine, too. It's almost all gone, what we bought only last week.
Enter!
Sorry to intrude, sir. This is Henry, blacksmith Radovan's hand.
Oh, excellent. Dorothy, leave us now. Just make sure that there's plenty of everything so long as it doesn't cost too much.
But, sir...
Not another word! Leave us! So Radovan sent you alone. Who's going to unload it all? It's a whole cartload.
Yeah, Radovan sent me, sir, but not with the goods. The thing is, he's missing his cart, along with the carter in his hands.
What? They never came here. Are you telling me they got lost?
I couldn't tell you what happened to them, sir, but it's my job to find them.
There are all sorts of vermin roaming the countryside.
Oh, no
sir.
need to imagine the worst right off, gnarly. Anyway, I need the load from that cart, so saddle up your old nag and we'll ride out, Captain. I could do with a breath of fresh air. I've had it up to the eyeballs with counting geese and pies.
What about Henry here, sir?
Well, what about him?
We could use an extra pair of hands. You know how my shoulder's acting up. Yurko is shit-faced, and your son...
The older has work to do. All right, take Henry with you if you want. Just so long as he doesn't slow us down.
Thank you, sir.
Ruszamy na wyprawę.
So, lad, you going with us? I hope you're happy about it.
Yeah. I'll be glad to help you.
Oh, you reckon we can't manage on our own?
No. That's not how I meant it.
Take it easy, son. I'm only yanking your pizzle. By the way, the fellas at the gate say you came here on foot.
Yeah, I did.
Christ above! And how are you going to ride with us? On the back of my saddle? You're a bit big for that, ain't ya?
Właśnie, potrzebuję konia.
You got a stud farm here, don't you? Couldn't I borrow one of your horses?
Aye. And then we'd never see hide nor hair of you, nor the animal again. We don't lend horses. But you're in luck. Our groom brought in a grey nag not long ago. Tell him you've got to ride out with us, and he'll give it to you for a decent price.
All right. Thanks.
Well, that should be that. Unless you've got any more questions.
Chyba nie, dawaj, ruszamy.
But we should get going.
My thoughts exactly.
Proste zadanie, musimy wyruszyć za tymi gośćmi, sprawdzić okolice. Dobra, chodźmy po tego konia. W końcu nie będę biegał pieszo. Nie biegał pieszo. No, w końcu nie będę biegał. Ani chodził pieszo. Czekaj, ja miałem konia ogarnąć. O, tutaj ktoś jest. Jest, stajenny.
What do you want, you yokel? Speak up or get lost.
A tak, tu jest siwek w ogóle.
That grey horse you have grazing here is mine. What do you mean yours? I bought it fair and square. I admit it was only for a few groschen from some suspicious lad who found it down by the Rock Tower Pond, but that horse is not branded, so it belongs to me now.
She's my horse. I rode in on her from Ratai, in the retinue that was attacked down by the pond.
Right. You happen to need a new horse, and this one just happens to be the one you already own. Does it have your brand? It does not. So you are out of luck.
Look, you know they attacked an entourage by that pond, right?
I heard about it. That news spread through the land like wildfire.
And the one who sold it to you told you he found it by the pond, right?
Well, he did, aye.
So it's not entirely impossible she belonged to me.
Maybe not impossible, but I paid for her.
Aye, but just a few groschen. You said so yourself. Wouldn't you rather be in the good graces of someone who might have been part of that expedition?
Maybe so. All right, I'll give her to you. But you
Jest.
owe me one. Go and get her then. If she remembers you, she might even come when you whistle for her.
Oczywiście, że tak.
We're gonna miss that one. What are you whistling for?
Hehe.
Heel!
Dobra, mam konia, ale przydałoby się jakieś siodło w sumie na niego. Ty, stajenny, wracaj tutaj. Nie no, ja chcę coś kupić. No nie, kurde. Tak bez siodła? Po prostu? No trudno. Dobra, ruszajmy.
I'm ready to set out, sir.
All right. Stay close to us and don't go wandering off.
As you say, sir.
Where will we start searching, sir?
If they drove out of Tarkov and headed towards us, they had to pass through Troskovic.
Right, sir. You keep up with us, son. Troskovic ain't far, but it seems there's fellas vanishing on the way.
Very good, Captain.
What do you think about it, Captain?
I know you told me not to jump to any conclusions.
Fajny tutaj jest ten przycisk, że mogę śledzić. Klikam go i on automatycznie już śledzi moich towarzyszy. Nie muszę nic robić.
Yurko in the cellar. We're out of wine again. I knew this wedding wouldn't be cheap, but I'm bleeding like a stuck pig. And the bailiff, the bride's father, you'd get more blood out of a stone than coin out of him. And then he behaves like I shit golden eggs.
Dajcie znać w komentarzu, co sądzicie o tej grze, jak wam się podoba. I powiem wam, że nawet bardzo jestem zadowolony z zakupu.
You know how those
Jest tutaj dużo możliwości.
in his blood.
Aye, I noticed. But they're getting too much to handle.
To kowalstwo jest spoko, ale wymaga trochę wprawy. Wziąłem się za wykuwanie podków. O kurde.
Is that true, Henry?
Co?
It was nothing.
Nie przeczytałem.
Friendly brawl.
Jak mówiłem, wykuwanie podków jest strasznie trudne.
Sure as hell got no one.
Miecz jest najłatwiej wykuć, bo jest prosty.
Hurt you.
Young Henry here gave Yurko a nice hammering.
Oh, that's no surprise. The fella can hardly stand upright most of the time.
You'd have to get up early to catch them sober. But they wasn't that drunk as to give Henry an easy fight.
Look here, lad. If you're such a champion, I'm sure you'd accept the challenge of an old man like myself.
All right, sir. If you're up to it.
You'll see soon enough that I am Greenhorn. I need a bit of a stretch anyway. There's an abandoned pen along the path a bit. We'll stop off there.
O,
What you're made of.
All right, sir.
ciekawe.
If you'll excuse me, I'll explain.
Będziemy się bić ze staruszkiem.
First. Wouldn't want no accidents happening. All right, son. You're going to fight Lord Samine. It'll be an honorable fight, so you better act accordingly. Hold on a mo. I'll give you some gear for it.
O,
What weapon will you give me?
What would you like?
buzdygan? Nie no, chyba mieczem. Mieczem, chociaż buzdygany są fajne na zbroję. Pióro jest potężniejsze niż miecz. No nieźle. Dobra, bierzemy miecz.
Don't get ahead of yourself, laddie. A sword belongs in noble hands.
O, żeż ty.
You can have my cudgel. It might be just a stick, but it's my stick, so careful with it.
Thank you, Captain.
Save the thanks and get your arse into the pen.
So, young'un, are you ready?
All right, let's do it.
Kurde, pomyliłem przyciski. Łożysz ty, dobry jest. Chwila, ty.
Fucking hell! Too slow!
Nic mu prawie nie zrobiłem. Dobra, teraz trochę dostał. Dobry jest ten dziadzio. No, 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 panie Seminie.
Oh, fucking hell! Take that!
No jeszcze trochę. No, dziadzio, dajesz. Jest.
Henry, come here. I want to tell you something. What do you say, son?
You really gave me the runaround.
I'm no spring chicken, but I'm as spry as ever.
God's truth, sir. You didn't disgrace yourself, but I can see the young un has spirit. Anyways, you can keep that old junk, Henry. Even my cudgel. But take care of the old fella. He might be just a piece of wood, but he's saved my arse more than once.
I will, Captain.
And since you won, I've got something else for you as well.
O, miło.
Isn't that a bit too much, Gnarly?
Sir, my left shoulder's fucked anyway. I can't carry no shield.
True enough.
Thank you.
Tarcza sęka i pałka, tak? W sumie tarcza to tarcza, nie? Nic więcej nie dostałem. Dobra. Skakuję. Oj, nie ten guzik. To co, panowie? Lecimy dalej? Kurde, daleko jeszcze. A my w ogóle do tych Troskowic jedziemy. To są Troskowice już, prawda? Oczywiście. Moi drodzy, jeśli jeszcze tego nie robicie, zachęcam do subskrypcji kanału. Nie ominie was nic nowego. A odcinki postaram się wypuszczać z Kingdom Come'a codziennie, o ile mi pozwoli na to dziecko. Dlatego nazwa kanału A ojciec znowu gra. Zobowiązuje, nie? Dobra, siadamy. No i co dalej, panowie?
So, we're in Troskowitz. What now, sir? Should I go to the bailiff and ask if he might have seen someone?
Well, that makes sense. But the young fella here should do it. If the bailiff sees you, he'll guess I'm in the village and come and bother me. And I'm really not in the mood today for any bombardment of complaints.
I understand, sir. All right, Henry. Run along to the rat house and inquire about that wagon.
And Henry, not a word about me. Are we clear?
No dobra. Dzień dobry, wujcie.
Master Bailiff, can I ask you about something?
Ask away, by all means. Wait now, aren't you that lad who's helping Radovan in the forge?
Yeah, that's me.
I heard his hired hands went missing.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm here.
Ah, I was thinking they were driving awful fast with that cart.
You saw them?
I did, a few days back. They raced through the village in the early evening so fast, they were dropping sacks of charcoal.
Where were they headed?
Towards the east, to Apollonia on the road to Yichin. And you're looking for them?
I am indeed.
I'm glad to hear it. I heard there were goods for Semin on that cart, and I can do without that kind of trouble now. On account of the wedding, you know?
Do you know anything about Radovan's hired hands?
Only what I've told you. But to tell you the truth, I wouldn't mind if they never turned up again.
Why's that?
Well, they might look like butter wouldn't melt in their mouths, and Radovan praises them, but I know people. That pair have mischief in their eyes. I can tell.
It seems you have a lot of concerns with that wedding, Master Bailiff.
Of course I do. I'm the father of the bride, after all. Although not everyone sees eye to eye with me. Lord Semin would be happier if I paid all the bills and left all the decisions up to him. Who's invited, what there'll be to eat and drink, entertainment, everything. It's not like I have a burning desire to deal with it, but if I'm going to pay for it...
I understand. But isn't it just that the groom's family is more concerned about these things?
That's not it. I'll tell you what it is. It's because Lord Semin is a noble and I'm just a commoner. Only I've got coin. While he's trying to keep the wolf from the door in that piddling state of his.
Ojojoj. W sumie... No tak, no.
Don't worry, though. People will find out you spared no expense for your daughter's wedding.
Let's hope. More like that old miser will go around saying the opposite and put me to shame.
I don't think Lord Semin would do that. That'll be all.
To tyle.
Thanks.
Czyli ruszamy do kolejnego miasteczka. Jestem z powrotem, Felas.
Well then, young man, how did it go?
They were spotted here, sir. Going to the east, towards Apollonia.
So to Yichin? The bastards! And what about my goods?
Oh, they were driving so fast, it was falling off the cart.
The thieving scum. Let's hurry. To Yichin!
Sir, I can send a message to the Itchin captain of the guard.
Oh, it'll take too long. We'll go and get them ourselves.
Would you be missing preparations for the wedding at home, sir?
I will. Praise the Lord Jesus Christ. If I have to choose between riding to Yichin and listening to Dorothy's endless fussing, I'll take Yichin any time.
So, St. Anthony, which way now?
While you're praying to the patron saint of lost things, go and have a look along the road, Gnarly. And you, Henry, have a look to the left.
All right, sir. But don't forget, my eyesight ain't what it used to be.
Well, that's what we have the youngster for, isn't it? Off you go.
Zbadaj okolicę rozstaju przy cmentarzu. Zobaczmy to na mapie. Duży obszar? Nie. No może ja muszę zejść z konia. Bez... Właśnie, tutaj coś leży.
A sack of charcoal? That could have fallen off the cart.
Na co tak szczekasz, piesku? Kurde, zostawiłem konia.
You found anything, lad?
There's a sack of charcoal lying in the ditch to the left of the road. The bailiff said they were driving like the devil, so maybe it fell from the cart.
Oh, that makes sense. To the left it is then. Gnarly! Back here!
We're getting close. I can feel it in my bones, sir. You'll have the car back in no time.
I just hope we find the horses too. Oh, hold up. This is strange. I don't see any cart tracks. What do you reckon, Gnarly?
I'm blind as a mole, sir. But it's all peculiar right enough. Where the hell could that cart have vanished to?
Well, that's just it. They had nowhere to turn off.
I'll look up the road a bit. And you, Henry, have a look back along the road. Maybe it fell in a ditch somewhere. Who knows?
Of course. Tu są ślady. Jest węgiel. Chodźcie, chodźcie, panowie. Jest wóz. Ale pusty.
Here we have it. The blacksmith's cart.
And someone went to a lot of trouble to hide it from the road.
Of course the goods are gone. The bastards hauled it off to the rocks. That's clear. Well, we can't let them get away with it. We'll carry on, but on foot. My old young milker would only break a leg there. And keep a sharp lookout. Something stinks here.
I told you. They got ambushed by the bastards that's on the rampage around here, sir.
Oh, be quiet. We still can't be sure of it.
Myślałem, że to jakieś wejście do jaskini. Mam nadzieję, że będzie jakaś walka.
It still gives me the creeps here.
Why is that, sir? It's just some rock.
O, coś słyszałem.
If you'd had the rope maker's wife as a nanny when you were little.
Jakieś głosy, więc chyba jesteśmy blisko.
Headless horseman. What do we do now? I heard more than two voices.
I used to clamber around here as a young lad. The girls from Slatigo used to come make a fire here and jump over it, and so's their underwear wouldn't catch fire. Sometimes they'd take it off.
That's nice, Gnarly. But I don't
Bardzo miłe.
scantily clad maidens will be running into here. So what's that got to do with anything?
Well, there's a nice view into the gorge from up there. We only have to go back a bit, and we can get up there nicely.
Right. Henry, what are you waiting for? This is just the kind of thing we took you along for.
Sure, sir. With a bit of luck, there might be some girls there too.
I could do without girls with voices like that. Now get going.
True. The answer to your physics. I saw it with my own two eyes. She had one different than the other. All right. But that ain't normal.
Those
Everyone
definitely
must
are
be
the
laughing at the
blacksmith's
wench.
hands.
Why? Some people might like it. I don't know who'd like that. And did they do something? What the fuck do you imagine they do? Light up in the dark? Leave him.
So how's it look, Sonny? How many?
I saw 3. And they don't look like Radovan's hands.
And what about my goods?
I didn't see them. It looked more like a patrol. I reckon there might be more of them hereabouts.
Seems we can't avoid a fight. I hope you're ready, Henry.
Oczywiście.
Sir?
I wouldn't worry about Henry, sir. He showed us mettle and training. So, how are we gonna do it? Do you just want to charge them, sir?
What else do you suggest?
We ought to pounce on them while we have the moment of surprise.
The words of a real man. So get ready, and we'll go for them. Nice and quick before the bastards realize what's going on.
No i to mi się podoba.
Have you forgotten? I was ordained, you ignoramus. For fuck's sake.
Nothing.
I'll get you.
He's not listening again.
Fucking all
Go at him from the right. Him on the head. Hit him.
Stand for!
Oh, this day took it out of me, and no mistake.
And it ain't over yet, sir. Your goods ain't here, and none of them bastards look like the blacksmith's hands. Am I right, Henry?
Well, we can't ask them now.
Oh, well. That's how it goes sometimes.
But I don't think it was them.
Me neither. But right past that peak is another good camping spot.
You think this was a patrol?
It makes sense. But I don't want to go assuming the worst. We might have just run into them bandits by chance.
Yeah, well, you were right, as always. Let's go, then. Are you ready, Henry?
I am. Let's go.
I thought we had everything clear, then, sir.
O, Waszek. Waszek to jest jeden z tych parobków.
So until we ride out, you're gonna stick right there and keep your mouth shut.
We did everything you asked. We got the blacksmith cart and the goods.
Horse shit. You tried to fuck me. That bastard cousin of yours owned up to it.
It was his idea. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Make no difference to me, Venser. You vouched for the crooked fucker. So now, it's on you. Actually, you could consider yourself lucky. If you hadn't saved my ass that time in Colleen, I'd have goat ear skin you alive.
Ja pierdziu.
Trust anyone in these parts. Get ready, Gnarly. We are going to parley.
Like that time at the Shani, sir?
Yes, exactly.
Only there was more of us that time, and less of them.
Oh, don't worry, there won't be a problem. They're just common thieves. Besides, I'll take young Henry with me.
What, me?
And if they're still feeling brave, you get to try out that new plaything of yours.
Ciekawe, czy ma na myśli broń palną?
Ahem, gentlemen, I'm obliged to you for looking after my goods, but I'll take them back now. Just hand them over, and I'll let you go.
Oh, you must be from Samin, sir. Well, of course you can have everything back. Just as long as you ask nicely, eh? Well, how about we do things differently? You lay down your weapons, and we can all have a nice little chat. I mean, I don't intend to go murdering local lords. I just want your coin.
That's very noble of you, sir.
What are you gaping at? At them!
No dobra. O, trochę ich jest. Czy dam radę?
To hell with you!
Hammer them, men! Fucking horse! You're not up to it!
I'm bleeding!
You're going to fuck with us! Don't spare it!
You shit! I'll sort you out nicely.
Take that! Done for!
Kurde.
Hack your ass off!
Nice strike!
Udało się.
They deserve the fuckers! Henry! Hey, Henry! Are you listening? Come here!
That's enough.
What now?
One of them bastards fled into the rocks. Chase him down and bring him back.
Did you see which way he went?
No, I had other things on my hands. Besides, you're the one who's supposed to keep watch.
I'll go and track.
Great. Hurry.
Dobra, szybko, szybko.
Tell me why I shouldn't hang you from the nearest tree, huh?
Może tędy pobiegł. Szybka walka. O nie! Ja głupi. Ajajaj. O, mam cię.
I've got you now, Venser. You've nowhere to run to. Yield.
Well, why the fuck would I? It's just you against me. Besides, if I do yield, it's the rope for me anyway.
1-on-1, yeah. But it must be clear to you that you're no match for me. Even if the noose is waiting for you, it's still a more pleasant death than getting your head smashed in with a rock. And believe me, I'll do it if there's no other way.
You never know what might happen, friend. Much bigger and stronger fellas than you.
Jaki odważny.
So I'll take my chances with you.
You won't yield!
I told you. No.
All right. I was hoping for a peaceful end to it. But if that's how you want it, I'll get you.
Die, you swine!
No cóż. Mapa parobkowa. Gdzie ten miecz? O. Miło, że tutaj coś było. Jeszcze tylko zerknę, czy tutaj nie ma jeszcze jakiejś jednej skrzyni. Dobra, nie ma, to idziemy do nich i kończymy tą misję. Bo już trochę trwa ten odcinek.
I had to kill him, unfortunately. He refused to surrender.
Don't feel bad about it, lad. He'd have swung anyway. At least you gave him a quick end.
What about Gules?
He caught a few good hits, but he's alive. We'll take him with us. I need to have a strong word with him. You did a good job, youngster. You've got heart. And so you don't say I had you clambering over these rocks for nothing. Here's something for you.
O, milutko. Ciekawe ile mi dał. 80.
And now, let's get that accursed cart back to Samine. Want to ride? We'll go via Troskowitz. We can drop you off there, and you won't have far to Tarkov. You ought to report back to Radovan as soon as possible about what happened with these hands.
Nie. Rozejrzę się jeszcze tutaj, może coś ciekawego znajdę.
Suit yourself, but be on the alert. Gills isn't the only one making trouble in these parts, and stop by Samin sometime. Nali will take you under his wing and teach you a thing or two.
No i dziękuję bardzo. Moi drodzy, to by było na tyle w tym odcinku. Ja już sobie pójdę sam do Kowala i tam mu dam raport, co się wydarzyło. A wy co? Nie zapomnijcie zasubskrybować kanału, dać lajka i widzimy się w następnym odcinku. Na razie, cześć!